Good evening, everyone. Wednesday night, time for another Facebook Live. This week we are playing with the Posted For You stamp set and the glare's bad on that, and the rectangle postage stamp punch. So let me make sure I can see this on my page. Always takes it a minute, it seems like, to show up. Hope you all are having a good week. We're almost through. Another couple of days. Hey, Nancy, welcome. I'm just getting it. There it is. Pulled up on my laptop so I can share it over to the Facebook group in case somebody is looking for it there. Almost there. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. See if I can see comments. All right, so this is evidently a little farther over than usual. Tried my light in a different place to see if it was any better, so we'll see. Okay, so we are playing with the Posted For You bundle. And let me show you that page in the catalog. So it's this stamp set and the punch, which I showed you. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe it's easier this way. So it's a postage stamp punch. So that's what they've got in the catalog, and it's really got some of that's not it. It's this right here. So it's a cute set. And we will get started. So this is a super simple card tonight. I've got a piece, and like I've been doing, I'll post on my blog the dimensions for everything for this card when I'm done here. So what I do is I upload the video to YouTube, and then I link that to my blog and my blog to the YouTube, and it just takes it a few minutes to upload after I'm done, or a few minutes. It depends on how busy things are in the internet. All right, so before, I did forget to get a different block for the sentiment. So let me just put it, because I want to put my sentiment on there first before I start stamping. And if you're not familiar with these clings, you do have to be careful and make sure you get that sticker part peeled up, or you can just pull that right off the back of your stamp. And ooh, I'm getting hockey notifications on my phone. That's so exciting. Some sports are back. We're hockey fans in our family. Wayne got me started watching hockey when we started dating. And we raised the boys to watch hockey. So I'm going to do Just a Note. And I'm just going to put it down here in the corner. There we go. Oh, smudged it a little bit, but that's okay. All right, and I wanted to do that first so I could do my little postage things. All right. Try not to lose that. I got to clean it off. So it just says special delivery on it, if you can see it. And I've got just Pool Party ink. And I am going to just grab a piece of scratch paper, because when you're doing something like this, you do want to be sure that you stamp off the edges. That just makes it look better. So, and it doesn't have to be all going the same way. You don't want it too much like in a line. You want it kind of just all over the place. And I really don't have to worry about right there, so maybe put one there. Whoops. Okay, well. And what you can do is just lay your designer series paper over, and that looks pretty good. We might put one more right here. I'll peek out a little bit. There we go. All right. And then I have, let me set that aside for a minute, a scrap piece of Whisper White and my Memento Black, which is what I did my sentiment, what I used with my sentiment. And I'm just going to, and with my Memento Black, it's a stiffer ink pad. So, sorry, I'm shaking the camera a little bit. I like to kind of squish it around. The other, like the Pool Party, you just want to tap. But this Memento Black is a stiffer pad. So I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle. And then I'm going to let that sit for a minute and let it get good and dry before I start coloring it. So while we're waiting for that to dry, we can put the rest of our card together. So I have a piece of the Magenta Madness Designer Series paper. This is that set of 6x6 that comes in all the different color families. And this is the new In Color family. And then I have a piece of the polka dot tulle. This is one of my favorite ribbons. Hey, Susie! Good to see you. We're using the Posted For You set tonight. And as always, everybody that watches and comments will go in the drawing Friday night to get this card in the mail, and I'll send it in the mail to you. All right. It's always hard to tie on camera. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay. And I didn't bring my scissors over, so I can trim that later. And this I just put down flat with my adhesive. So I'm just going to use, this is the new Stamp and Seal. And I'm still learning the right way to hold it because I think I missed some there. It's just a little different than the snail, so it just takes a little bit of getting used to. Whoops. Uh-oh. All right. And then we're going to just make sure I stay in the frame for you. We're going to just put that over here to the side. All right. Now I definitely need my scratch paper again because blends will, actually let's not use that one because I'm going to show you the other side of that one in a minute. Let's just use one of these. Okay. So I've got my blends and I have my Magenta Madness set of blends, my Just Jade set of blends, and then the light Pool Party. So I'm going to start with the flower and I'm going to take my dark, and I've done it both ways. You can start with a light and then add some dark and then go back with the light. Lately I've been trying to just do some dark. And so I'm just putting some dark in the middle of these flowers. And then a little bit here on the back of this one. So that's the dark Magenta Madness. And then I'm going to go in with my light. And before I color my Pool Party, I'm going to have to punch this out so I know how far to color. So now I'm just going in with my light and kind of blending it in with that dark. It's a really bright pink, this Magenta Madness. I like it. It's really fun. I think, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and punch this out before we get any further. Hi, Lanita. Welcome. All right, we're going to go ahead and punch this out so we know. I must have turned that a little bit. And the rule is whichever card looks better, that's the one I send to you in the mail. Because this one, it looks like I didn't turn it quite enough this way. So it's a little close on the side, but that's okay. I'll keep this one. Hey, Betty. All right, so now I have my Just Jade. And so I'm just going to take, and now since these are smaller, I've got the bullet point. And I'm just going to color these veins in here. And I think we'll go ahead and color the actual stem too. These little things. All right. And then I know, Lanita, isn't that a pretty pink? I really like it too. And I'm going to stay with the bullet point with my light because these are kind of small spaces. And I decided that was a leaf sticking out. I don't know if it is or not, but I decided it was. So I'm just going over that dark with my light, and that just gives it some nice shading. I really do like these blends. They're a lot of fun to use. There. So there's our flower. I decided, well, that's pretty, but I didn't like the way it was just kind of floating, and decided it needed a little something else. So this is my go-to anytime I just want a background. So it's Light Pool Party. And you just color. And because it's blends, you won't see your brush strokes when it dries. And you just want to be a little careful going in by the flowers. My end is getting a little worn, isn't it? So I'm just going to go all the way around this flower with my Light Pool Party. I'll go in the middle and get those others here in a minute. A little bit in there. A little bit in there. All right, did we get it all? I think pretty close. A little bit more up there, I think. Oops, I missed a little bit right here, it looks like. Okay, so this will definitely be the one I'm keeping because now I see a little pink there when I colored too. Okay, that's all the coloring we have to do. So now we're ready to finish putting this together. And so I'm just going to take my Stampin' Seal that I'm still learning how to get it to roll. It just takes a little practice. I'm getting there. But once you, like last time when I picked it up and it kind of stretched out, then you have to roll it to get it going again. So I decided it needed a little bit of Just Jade behind it. So this is a die from the Tasteful Labels die set that goes with the Tasteful Touches stamp set. And it just fits right in there in those corners. And then, somewhere, here we go. I decided that, of course, that needed to be popped up with dimensionals to put it on the card. So just a couple of dimensionals. And we'll put that right there. And there you go. Here's the good one. Here's the one we made tonight. All right. Couple more things. So I had, there's also a stamp set in the new holiday. They're calling it a August through December mini catalog. I can't show you the inside yet. Some of you that have ordered from me recently probably got one of these in the mail, or if you're a demonstrator, you got one in the mail from Stampin' Up. But this goes live August 4th. So next Tuesday, I think that is. Until then, so August through August 3rd, for every $50, excuse me, you spend, thank you, Nancy. And it wasn't even mint macaron this time. Nancy said she liked the colors. Until August 3rd, for every $50 you spend, you get a bonus coupon. And you can use those starting August 4th. So this is pretty much the last week. You have through Monday, I believe, to place an order and earn your bonus coupons. And then you can spend them on things in the new catalog. But I had to show you a couple of things from the new catalog. So there's a stamp set that also goes with the same punch in the new catalog. And it's called Festive Post. Isn't that fun? So it's got Christmas, Valentine's, and Halloween. I love Halloween stuff. So I had to make a Halloween card with it. The other things I used, I'll show you the other things first. This is part of a whole Halloween suite. I can't remember. Magic in This Night is the name of this paper. But it is, so this is the piece I used because that's Cajun Craze. But it's a lot of black and white. I don't know if I can do this so you can see it a little bit. There's some pretty peacock. Oh, good, Lanita. I'm glad you got your catalog. Blackberry Bliss. Look at those spiders. Eee. And then black and white. So it's really a fun color palette. There's your Cajun Craze again. And there's a whole bunch of colors together. So it's really fun. I like it. Of course, I love Halloween stuff. Then I also used, let me get this open so you can see this. This is called, I don't know all the names yet, Metallic Mesh Ribbon. Can you see that? Isn't that fun? And one of my friends said you can color it, like with the blends or with your ink. So it's silver, but you can color it. And then the last thing I used were these metallic iridescent pearls. I know, Lanita, I don't like spiders either if they're in my house, but on paper it's okay. On Stampin' Up! Stuff, it's okay. So these are iridescent pearls, so I used those. So this is the card that I made. I know, I love that ribbon too, buddy. So October 31st, there's some of those pearls. This, let me just show you what I did. I cut a strip of the Designer Series paper so that it was 4. So if you make that second layer on your card, then you can get 3 columns of it across one 12-inch piece of Designer Series paper. So that's a good way to get more out of your paper. Instead of doing the full 4 1/4, just do 4. So I did that, and then I cut it to 5 1/4, so that left the nice border. But when I cut 2 of them to 5 1/4, then I had this much left over. So that is just the reverse side of that paper. And I just put it across the middle with a little bit of ribbon and stamped that. So I stamped the October 31st. Whoops, let me get this so it's not glaring so bad. And then the little bats. And then on the inside, I stamped Wishing You a Happy Halloween and the little bats along the side. So that was a lot of fun, and that, was really easy. It did not take long at all to do that. So I'll have fun playing. I'll have to make some more Halloween ones, and then I'll have to do some Christmas and do some love ones. I can see that embossed. That love embossed in the middle of this would be really pretty. This you could color with your Stampin' Right markers. You can't color on stamps with blends, but with your Stampin' Right and make different colors, that'll be really pretty. So that's all I have for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching. And I will do a drawing Friday night to see who gets the good version of this card. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Good night.